body bags, where horror lies.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to week 166 on the body bags. Your Monday host here, Dubbles. And hell yeah, we got an interesting theme week for y'all this week. Australian horror. And we got some interesting one coming up for y'all from what I've seen everybody's pick. So definitely stay tuned. Special day, of course, today. Happy Halloween, everybody. Fuck yeah. Y'all go out and party. Be safe, please. Don't drink and drive. But, do your thing. Have fun tonight, guys. And girls, of course. When I say guys, I'm including guys and girls. That's just the way, I end up saying it. But anyways, got a flick for y'all. A kind of cult classic from 1979. And that is Thirst. Interesting flick. I have to admit, this is my first time watch. I've checked out the other two in this Aussie horror box, which I would suggest, by the way. I always want to get around to getting part two. But yeah, this is a first time watch for me. And I know Synapse did a release of Thirst, so probably suggest checking that out if you're a fan of it or really intrigued in it, because I'm sure their transfers probably kicks this one ass. This one's not a terrible transfer by any means, but Synapse, they do it right. They go down, But anyways, main character Kate Davis in this one kind of wakes up with her just immediately confused, and in this remote village, it kind of flashes back to her. She's abducted basically by this crazy cult known as the Brotherhood, and that's the most part of it. She's got all these tortures done by them, and they've pretty much brainwashed her and gave her this hunger for blood. So obviously, it is an interesting take on vampires. It makes them more human-like. It kind of portrays it more as a sickness instead of just monsters per se. So I thought that was really interesting how they do that. Awesome actor David Hemmings in this, of course, from Deep Red fame. He does a good job, like a doctor. And yeah, I don't really want to go any further on the plot. Just how it's delivered in the story is really cool. Like I said, doing it human-like. I give them props, especially for the time. I think they did it interesting and that kind of thing. Interesting and original. But yeah, the overall feel of this one is a little kind of slow and tedious. I think if you look at it overall standing, the score really aids it. There's a really good score done by Brian May, of course, famous composer. Not to be confused with Brian May from Queen, which I used to do when I first saw him on some listings. But cool score that really sets the pace and moves it along in parts. Like I said, I think it's slow in part. There's plenty of sexy time, this kind of love making, and these kind of just slower, almost kind of romantic setting in some of it. But in the same time, there is kind of these creepy cult-like settings and really kind of almost nightmarish imagery in parts. I thought was kind of cool. And basically just dealing with her, no pun intended, thirst for blood. So the cinematography's nice. They did a pretty damn good job with most of it. Used the color red, of course, for blood. Thought it was cool. I wasn't really blown away the first time watched. I found it slightly slower paced. I know it's kind of a slow burn, maybe. Because the ending is pretty solid, kind of maybe slightly predictable, but I think it works. And that's about all I can really say about this one, though. I'd give it a pretty solid rating. Give it a 7 out of 10. It's definitely worth a watch. I think this movie, I can see I can appreciate it for what it is and see what would attract people to watch this movie and consider it a good cult classic flick. So, hell yeah, y'all. Until next week, and stay tuned for Australian Horror Week. Peace.